Hello and welcome back to Woodhill Park. I've been fitting more and more locos out with HM7000 chips just lately, and the most successful one in my mind is the Class 37. I think the sound for the Class 37 is really good, and I'll give this one a cold start and see what you think. It's got an iPhone speaker inside it, as there's not a lot of room, and even the Stay Alive I had to fit sort of under the cab, the bonnet inside the cab sort of thing. There wasn't a lot of room anywhere else to put it, so it was all a bit of a squeeze. But what I did do, I got this iPhone speaker and put a bit of heat shrink over it and left it sticking out to sort of give it a little bit of a trumpet, really, just to give it more of an echo sound and just to enhance it, really. And well, I'm going to give it a cold start, as I said, and have a listen, see what you think. But I think it's pretty damn good. I've just purchased online from somebody who prints 3D bits and pieces this Class 43 loco engine, and it's quite impressive as 3D printing goes. So I'm now gonna paint this up and add this into the TMD, possibly on the back of a low loading sort of wagon or at the side of the maintenance yard. I bought two of them actually, and I'm thinking about possibly buying a couple of other different types of engines, like a 37 maybe, and maybe a 47, and have these dotted around in various states. But pretty impressive, very well detailed, and can't wait to paint it, which I'm about to do now. Just degreased it and I'll be taking it down the shed. I've just got back from the shed where I've sprayed these with grey primer and a white primer, acrylic primers that is. They're not Halford's primers but very similar. They're auto primer of some sort. I think I might have got them from the range for a reasonable price, and they do a reasonable job. They dry pretty quick, and I sort of get used to the drying times, but because the weather's just got a bit colder, one of them wasn't dry, and Muggins here touched it and ruined some of the paint on it. But that won't be an issue, because I think I'll have the white one, or the creamy white one, or dirty white one when I finish, as one what's sitting outside on a trailer like a well wagon. And whether I'll put a bit of tarpaulin over it or what, I don't know, but I shall make it look a little bit rusty here and there anyway, like it's been taken out of a class 43, and possibly the other one will be a cleaner looking one, possibly put inside the maintenance shed or next to the maintenance shed as a new unit that's about to go in as a replacement. So I'll get weathering a bit and see how they come out. Now I've weathered the class 43 engine, I've placed it in a well wagon that I've got, and it's sat in the yard as it's been removed from a loco, and it's awaiting refurb or disposal, and it's sitting around like they would have done in the maintenance yard. I'm debating whether to put any sort of tarpaulin over it or partially cover it, because I don't see there's any point in covering it completely, because that would be a waste of time even buying it, or possibly add in some chains to it, so to give the impression it's chained down to the wagon. But I think it looks fairly good. If I free up the camera, I'll pan in a bit closer, or zoom in a bit closer. I think that looks like a used engine that just sitting awaiting a decision. Just adds some more detail to the yard. Another thing I've been up to is adding some storage, as I wanted somewhere that I could put some of my locos out of harm's way, and I needed to extend this shelf, add some width to it, so I could add locos to it. And I've now got quite a few locos off the layout, and a sort of manageable storage space. I had a comment from somebody saying that the substation I modelled is a Southern Rail substation and was to supply 750 volts to a third rail, and not to supply overhead catenary. I still have trouble with that word. Anyway, catenary, and that is, I think, 25,000 volts. But this was not intentional to power the top part of my layout. This is totally separate. On the lower level, what is not being powered with electrical overhead catenary at all. So it's just a random power substation that I put here so I could remove it to film. Really, I just need an excuse to have a gap in the embankment. But thinking on it, I didn't really want to change it and make it too generic to change it from looking like Southern Region. So I tried to change the colour of it rather than it be green, because I did sort of sleepwalk into it, I suppose, and just copy a substation that must have been a Southern Rail in green and not really think about it. But I could reduce the building down in height and just have a generic flat building that might look more random, but I quite like the shape of it. So what I've done is just repaint it and added some like Sofix board around the outside and painted that blue, so the colour scheme is like a Network Southeast scheme. And I don't know if I'll go to the trouble of adding a third rail to the lower level, but if needs be, I have got two EMU, well, I've got a multi-unit, and I've got a single baggage unit that I could run past it to depict it being 750 volts supplied to the third rail, which I haven't got. But I don't know if I want to be that accurate. I think it might be just a case of rule one, I'll run what I like we say. I try and get as close as I can to the real thing, but at the end of the day it is a model railway, and I'm not going to get too anal about it, you might say. As for the upper level that I am electrifying, I don't think I'm going to go to the trouble of having a substation, as it is a bigger substation, and I haven't got the room to depict it really. Actually, thinking about it, the back scene does depict a power station and all the infrastructure that goes with it. So who's to say that the large substation is over near the power station and nowhere near the railway track? And so I don't really need to have a substation for the catenary. So hopefully I've addressed that one, and I'll move on to the next subject. Another thing I've been working on is these barrier wagons, which I think are RNA, and they were made in real life from HEA hoppers. The hopper was removed and then a flat bed was put in place just to have these as a barrier wagon for the nuclear fast train. So I'm starting to work on something to make up a train. These are Hornby wagons, and they've got the old tension lock, a great big D tension lock, but they're clip-ins. So I think I've got some small tension lock I can clip into these, or if not, I'll just epoxy resin a NIM pocket underneath so I can put in what I like. But I'm sure you've got a box like this. I've got a box with just about everything I can think of that I come across in various places, and obviously buy stuff online as well, but toy fairs, rubbish boxes. I've got all sorts in here. I've got buffers and plenty of couplings, wheels in other drawers. It's just a drawer system that's full up, and I've got 2 of these drawers, so I've got all sorts of bits and pieces at hand, and I usually can find what I need in here. I have got these small tension lock pushing couplings, and I think they're the old Airfix ones, but they push in okay. Push in so okay you can't get them out. But yeah, they push in, clip in nicely. Not a lot of movement on them though, but I don't think that's necessary. If they don't move, it doesn't really matter. And so I'll take the other large detension lock out and put another one of these in. As I say, they should be okay. But the only thing with the hooks, oh, I got that wrong. Hooks don't always have a nice sort of barb on them. That one hasn't, but this one has. So maybe I'll go rummaging, see if I can find another one what's got a barb on the end, because they do come uncoupled if they haven't got a barb under here. Oh, I'll have a look. Beauty of having a junk box. Another thing is the bridge on my layout after the station. I have said that I'm not very happy with this, so I thought I'd have a go at brightening it up and weathering the brickwork a bit more. I don't know if I'm entirely happy with it. That's if I can zoom in, right, zooming in on the light in front on the car park. There we are. The brickwork hopefully has been enhanced a bit more, and I've recoloured the brick, the ironwork into more suitable colour. I think I prefer that. It was just a wishy-washy grey before, which blended in with the grey brickwork as well and looked a bit drab. Hopefully this looks a bit better. Picked up this ballast cleaning train, and it's a Hornby set of coaches, and there's 3 in the set. I managed to pick up 2 of them at Hatton's for a rather good price. I think they were £19 each, which was brilliant, but there was one missing from the set, and they were out of stock of it, which is this one in the middle, and I managed to get this from Hampshire Models, and it was just a couple of pound more. It was also in their sale. For some reason Hornby are selling these off. I've got to weather them, but I'm building up a rather nice maintenance train, because I also got this maintenance coach which is pre-weathered from the Milton Keynes Get show. So putting together quite a good maintenance train.
Use your manners, be polite. Yeah, that's it. I don't say that, it will actually do it. Maybe we get dropping it off. You just want some You like those?
And then I've and going down about lanes, there's a bloke trying to get past me, really over our roundabout, and eventually we went round the roundabout back, the other side, to about 80. I was doing 70. Anyway, he got behind somebody else, and he got distracted. Another little roundabout. Not struck, but still so. He went round there, overtook him, he was behind another bloke. And it was quite amusing actually. I thought, hang on, tell you this.
Yeah, that'd probably be better for me as well. Yeah, because I'll have to limit them down because I do other things as well. No problems with that.
So when he got round that Silso roundabout, the mini roundabout, you could see it trying to overtake him before he got down to clock it. That's like bloke in front. Because it's sort of got a car out behind him, sort of block on. Just sort of he didn't overtake. You could see traffic coming.
See, I don't remember anything, so if there's any issues, I'll put it on the top of it. If there's any issues, contact Colin.
Get round the back, we'll put that back in.
To leaving the station now after the
No, round for three.
Do you know what? I blame Network Rail for that. So, how many different smuggling societies have come together for this? Just one? So have you come together just especially?
No, it's Pete Watson and the team that work on his own gauge together. I don't do all gauge, I do them all. I specialise in all machinery.
Right, okay. I've always admired Katrina not this roller. One year.
No, they put this is the containers so weird they paid for it. They've got corn containers. They've got a container that just has a photo of the orange lines in it. They've got everything scanned into that. I think they just get paid.
Yeah, so you go down to certainly Woodhouse Station there, You've got the money. Not me.
That's all.
We've got that extra bit of going into some
Yeah, so the more to the right being sort of, yeah,
Trying to get anywhere near it, just think that's it.